Your mama has a pattern.
Oh
A
boy.
lot of times when we go duck hunting, we're in the blind and time is passing. So she'll get up in the morning. We all leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. We're gone. We're in the woods down here. So many a time when you get home about 11:30. So you left at 5 in the morning. You're back at 11:30, and you walk in the kitchen to see what the cook came up with.
Because you're hungry.
You're hungry now,
And you're actually more hungry than normal.
more hungry than normal. So
Something about
so I walked over there to the cabinet there. I mean, what do you call the thing where the other little stove is? It's
The island.
the island. The island is in the kitchen. I go in there. There's a note there, like I've seen many a note located there. So I looked down, and it said roast put in oven. It's 8:45. So I looked down, and there's a note there. Roast is put in the oven at 8:45, and there was a period. That means whatever time you have when y'all usually roll in, usually between 11:30 and 12.
So 3 hours on the roast. What is
Yeah.
the cooking time on a roast?
About 3 hours.
Okay.
So I looked down there. I said, "Hey,
Roast
all
and
right."
gravy.
That old stone with me. I said, "Let's."
So you
get
put
in
the
on
rice
this roast.
in, or she
I
did?
said, "I'll tell you what. Let's get the roast out, and we'll just see how the roast cooked, and then we'll, put any sides we need." Stone. I said, "Get that roast out of there." So he gets his, it's keeps it burning your hands. What do you call him?
Potholders.
Pot holders. He goes in there and he reaches in the oven. He pulls out a big old thick boiler, roasting pan. So I got a butcher knife in one hand and a fork in the other. I'm just fixing to kind of cut into it. Well, he sets it down and he reaches and he takes the lid off like this. He takes the lid off.
Presentation.
For those listening, he's
And I'm looking.
taking the lid off.
I'm looking, and for about 5 seconds, Stone didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything. I'm looking.
Didn't turn the oven
Lo
on.
and behold, the oven was on
Oh,
when he took it off. But
No
he
roast.
there's
no
no
roast.
No roast.
No roast.
Just an empty pot.
Empty pot, and it's hot. Because it's been cooking, just sitting there in the oven
For 3 hours.
at 325 degrees for 3 hours. So I'm looking at it. I'm speechless. I said, "Well, where's the meat?" So Stone looks at me and said, "I don't get it." I said, "I don't either. We looking around."
Was it like a clean black pot? It
Clean
didn't-
black pot.
Oh, so she
one
had
of them
never
big
put it
iron
in there.
pots, and it's just got a lid on it, but there's nothing in the pot.
Yeah.
So I look around.
I thought maybe it evaporated.
So on the-
Dad, you were the opposite of Arby's. You have no meats.
I have no meat. So I'm saying, well, what could have happened? So I looked over there if there's any more pots. I said, which one has the roast in it? So I look on the stove over here, and I picked the lid up. It's been browned. The potatoes are there. The carrots are there. It's been browned, but it's just sitting there. Wrong
boy.
pan in the oven.
Oh boy.
So I'm just getting you ready when your woman gets she's about a year behind me. When your woman gets in the 70s, make sure you check the pot before you put it in the oven. That way you got your meat in the oven. And
Yeah. So what do you do there? Do you put it just in the oven now?
you put it back in there and you wait another 3 hours before you eat it.
Go take a nap. Eat something to tide
That's
you
a
up.
first. I've never had that one. I've never seen that one before. Have the oven on, have the pot in the oven, but the other one is the one where the meat is, and this one is empty.
So what did Mom say? I mean, because
I
obviously
called them up because I thought it was a pretty funny thing. I called them up, and when I told my woman what happened, she's telling the two women with her, all of them, going up in years, but Brown, Lynn Brown. But when
Blondie.
she was giving them what happened, and every time she'd tell them something else, they'd just, I mean, they were cackling. I mean, they laughed.
So who did she blame it on? Because I'm sure she blamed it on one of her
Miss
handlers.
Kay said she had the roast all prepared, salt and black pepper, browned in the oven a little bit on a little olive oil, whatever. We had the carrots and potatoes, and she said she told Lynn to put it in the oven. Lynn picked up the wrong pot. I think I could have told by the weight. But anyway, she grabbed the wrong pot, put it in the oven, and cooked the pot for 3 hours and nothing in it.
Well, which goes back to you have too many pots, which gets into the hoarding issues again.
Yep, it happens.